Hey, it's 9:30 a.m. and I've just reached my hotel. We took a bus from Suvarnabhumi airport in Bangkok, and it took us 2 hours to reach Jomtien bus stand. And from the bus stand we took a taxi which took around 200 baht to reach this place. So this place is at Jomtien beach. This is the view from my hotel. This is my hotel where I'm staying. This is the dining area. And they are preparing for Christmas. Unfortunately, we can't check in before 11 a.m. So we are still waiting here. Finally, we got our room. And it looks like a deal breaker. This is the balcony, and yeah, so you can see the sea over there, and there is a pool. So we're just planning to go and hang out in that pool itself. I will keep you posted. It's 3 o'clock. It's quite hot out here. We just checked in at 11. Now we are out to find some lunch. Actually, we just had some corn salad in the morning, which we didn't like because we used some Thai spices and all. We didn't like that. So we are just out to find some other cuisine. In this road we couldn't see any Indian hotels, but I can spot some Italian restaurant. You have ATMs here for Bangkok Bank. This is the Royal Thai Pavilion. Okay, so we are reaching this cafe. It sounds Italian. Its name is Cafe Lema, if I spelled it right, and it shows Thai food, Western food, pizzeria, desserts and cocktail. This is what the restaurant looks like, and there's an extension to it. This is the whole extension of it. We just had a lunch at Cafe Lema and it was good. It cost us some 450 baht. We had a large pizza and spaghetti. Few of us had that. It was enough for us. We can see a lot of locals and tourists walking around this beach. You can see a lot of shades. This is a vegetable and fruit shop, basically mobile shop. Tourists are getting good massage on the beach too. It's a very calm beach. You can just come and relax and chill over here with your family or friends. And just next to our hotel is a 7-Eleven store. It's basically a 24-hour store. It runs 24/7. So you can come in any time, like at night. You want to grab some food or anything, you can come here. Hey, it's 8 in the evening and we just overslept. So now we're just going to walking street. We just want to explore this place, and this is how our hotel looks like in the evening. So As I said you, there's a Christmas tree over here, and it's mostly empty now because all of them has gone out. We are actually waiting for tuk-tuk, and the hotel staff told us it will take some 20 baht per person to reach Walking Street. It will take us around 20 minutes to reach Walking Street. So this is what you can see a tuk-tuk looks like. This is a Jomtien Beach Road. You can see a lot of outlets for food. You have pharmacy. You have 7-Elevens. A lot of them are here. It's actually not very crowded. The communication, road transport is really good over here. This is the main Jomtien beach where you can come and hang out in the evening itself. You can see a lot of tourists playing and just roaming around. The Walking Street is around 9 kilometers from where we are staying, and you can see another 7-Eleven within every few hundred meters. You find 7-Eleven. If you want to get down from a tuk-tuk, or you know a place where you want to get down, you just ring the black bells over there and the driver will drop you off. The main problem you'll find here is communicating with people. They do understand English but not very fluent. They have all geared up for Christmas and New Year. And this is the 24/7 Family Mart. Currently we are at the Walking Street. Actually we are on our way to Walking Street. We just got done from the tuk-tuk. It took us 20 bahts. While coming to this road, we saw a lot of Indian restaurants. You can also see here this Abu Nawas restaurant. It's also Arabic and Indian. So like in the afternoon we experimented with this Italian food over here. It was not very costly. So this road is full of restaurants, and what we have learned from a co-passenger at the tuk-tuk, that the tuk-tuk runs 24/7. You can get it actually at any time. And main thing about tuk-tuk is, if you don't know where you are going or you don't know the price, they will ask you for more. So make sure whenever you are leaving your hotel, ask the reception, tell him where you are going and ask them for the tuk-tuk charges. They'll tell you. That's what we did, and we just reached here in 20 bahts. I can see a lot of bars over here. This is for Arabic. This place is some 9 kilometers from where we are staying, and in the Grab app it was showing us some 240 bahts, and we just got here, like we 3 of us are here, so we just got here in 60 bahts in the tuk-tuk. So it's always cheap if you know where you are traveling and what means of transport you are using. Here is this Walking Street. We actually have a McDonald's outlet over here also, next to this beer garden. Currently I'm walking on the Walking Street, and you see it's pretty crowded, and you can see a lot of Indian restaurants over here. People are asking you if you want to have the food over there or not. We're just checking around now. It's actually very good atmosphere over here. The weather is also good. It's hot, but there's a bit of humidity. Actually, this place is well lit. from here, so you have to be aware of the timing. So I guess the time to buy beer is from 2 p.m. till 11 p.m. It's a go-go bar. Istanbul bars. You can actually find a lot of clubs and pubs over here. We'll go and check out what has been happening. It's almost 12 and we just had dinner at Pakwa Indian restaurant. The rate is actually normal. It cost us some 350 baht and we had different Indian cuisine. It was not great, but it was okay. You can try out the different Thai cuisines or any other one. So there are a lot of options available here, so you can try any of them. It's good, but don't expect it to be perfect. What you get at your place, maybe, but yeah, you can have it. Well, the place is still live. We are out of the walking street now. The walking street is fully crowded. Most probably all the pubs and clubs here are open till 4 a.m. So you can visit here and have a good time. We are now going to the stand to get our tuk-tuk. We have taken a left from Zara restaurant area. We have this 7-Eleven here and we have taken a left. We are walking straight and we are heading to this tuk-tuk stand. They will take a tuk-tuk for our hotel. We are walking past the Bangkok Bank building. You can see all this Indian restaurant lined up. Actually, there are a lot of Indian restaurants here. Here we can see a lot of tuk-tuks standing. So there are actually two types of tuk-tuk. One, they will book it as a private tuk-tuk. They will charge you more. So like some of the tuk-tuks were asking some 300 bahts to ride us to a destination. And these are the shared ones. Shared ones will take you only 20 baht. Hey, it's day 2 of our adventure and we are heading towards Underwater World. The place is around 4 kilometers from our hotel and we are just walking to get a tuk-tuk. We booked our tickets from Klook.com, so the online tickets are a bit cheaper as compared to the offline tickets, and the ticket prices were showing was 450 baht each person. While making our payment, I googled some coupon and got some extra 108 bahts discount. We got it for approx 1242 bahts. That Underwater World is open till 5 in the evening. It's already 3. We think we are late, but hopefully we'll make time. We slept late last night, so that's why we got up late today. We had some good breakfast at our hotel. We have just reached Underwater World and it took us some 15 minutes to reach here. It cost us just 20 baht each by tuk-tuk. We were tuk-tuk on the way, but we had to walk some 500 meters to get to the signal from where we took that tuk-tuk. As we already have the booking, now we are going inside. I'll tell you more about it. This is the Underwater World. I just got our tickets from the booking counter. Now we are entering the Underwater World. It's around 4:15 p.m. and we entered here at around 3:30. So in this 45 minutes we've seen a lot of species. Now we are most probably heading towards the floating market. Let's see. I'm standing just in front of this Flight to the Moon cafe. It's actually a music bar. We were kind of hungry, like it's around 4:30. So we thought of getting some food nearby. We had no clue where to go. So we found this restaurant just opposite to Underwater World Pattaya, and the ambience so far looks really good. I'll show you. So this is Fly Me to the Moon. You can see the ambience is really nice. It has a huge area. Plus this is a space for live music. I guess it will start late in the evening. They have this option of live screening too. This is so far the best restaurant I've been to in Thailand. Let's hope the food is also good. We just finished our lunch and believe me, it was really good and it was really cheap. It cost us just 270 baht. Like three of us had a good meal. It started with some lemon tea and followed by our food. If you are visiting Underwater World Pattaya, do visit this restaurant. The owner of this place is very nice. He was very friendly. He actually understood what we are trying to say, because in most of the restaurants we have seen, it's actually difficult for them to understand. I'll have vote for this place. Hello, it's evening here and I'm standing at Pattaya Road. It's a market here. You can see behind me, a huge market. You can get some fresh fishes over here. On the opposite lane is the Chinatown. There are a lot of hotels or restaurants over here. You can come and chill out in the evening. There's a Central Marina just right to it. It's actually a good place to shop, to have food. The weather is pleasant, so you won't mind walking around. It's not very humid either. This place is Soho Town. It's known as the Chinatown landmark of Pattaya. You see a lot of food joints over here. It's very crowded at this moment. It's 8:30 on the clock. This is a Buddhist temple in Chinatown. This place is around 8.5 kilometers from our hotel, and we had to change 3 tuk-tuks and we had to walk a lot. But yeah, it was cheap, so we just spent somewhere around 40 baht per head and we reached here. If you're booking a direct taxi, it will cost you somewhere between 200 to 400 bahts, but we just end up spending 120 bahts for this. This is the Tiffany show. You will find it on the same route. And this is one of the largest malls in Pattaya, Terminal 21. It's just 50-meter distance from the Tiffany's show. It's 7:30 and we just had dinner at the Karma Indian restaurant and the food was really good. It cost us around 600 baht for 3. The quality was good, the hygiene was good. This is Karma Indian food, tandoori and curry, and they have a bakery also. Trust me, the food quality is really good. It's just outside the walking street. You can come here and try the cuisine. You won't regret. Karma Indian restaurant is just opposite to the tuk-tuk stand from where we are getting the tuk-tuk to our hotel. It will take 20 baht each. Hey everyone, this is day 2 in Pattaya. Merry Christmas everyone. It's 25th December at 1 p.m. on the clock. The temperature is around 30 degrees Celsius. We are on our way to Pattaya beach. It's just near to the walking speed, and we are planning to go to Kolar, which is actually Coral Island. We don't know what time is a ferry from Pattaya beach. Just go and check. We are now at Pattaya beach. This place is just next to the walking street. You can see the Hilton Hotel straight. I can see a lot of boats, ferries, which will actually take you to Kolan Island. And yeah, you can see some people doing paragliding over there. People visit Kolan for water sports. It is one of the main tourist attractions in Pattaya. Yeah, so now the name has changed from Pattaya to Pattaya. It's because it is what the people here actually pronounce it. The beaches here are not much crowded. You can actually see a lot of Indian and Russian crowd here. We're just going to find a ferry. We are still not sure how much they will charge, but we asked a person. She told us that the up and down charges from Pattaya beach is 400 bahts per person. That's too costly, so we just go and check out for some shared ferries. We are just walking towards the ferry boat. It's already 1:50. The next ferry is at 2. We are rushing towards the ferry. These are the ferries, and we are here at point A. We have to get our tickets. So we have just got into this ferry. It's 2 o'clock. Ferry is fully packed. You can see a lot of local people and tourists all going to Kolar. Dhruv, my friend. Dhruv, how are you feeling?
It's amazing.
So Dhruv is actually all excited about this paragliding and snorkeling, but I don't know how much we can make it today. But let's see, let's hope for the best. This thing will take us around 45 minutes to reach Kolar, and there we will try to figure out what we are going to do. We reached Kolar. It took us 35 minutes. Ferry. Now we have to take either a taxi or the boat to reach the other end of this island where these water sports are there. This is Kolan Island. So waiting area, you have a lot of food outlets over here. This is Kolar. Taken this bike taxi. It's taking me to the place where I place. We have to bargain with them. They were initially charging us for 50 bahts. Now we are going for 30 bahts each, and do all kind of water sports over there. Now we have reached the spot from where you do this jet ski, parasailing and snorkeling. You can see the huge boats over there. The paragliding will take you around 500 baht. The snorkeling is somewhere around 1200 baht. If you are planning to do activities over here, I'll suggest you to better check out there you will find all the activities at discount. These boats will take you to and fro to all this other yacht. You can see the small island over there that is basically used for parasailing, and this yacht is mostly for snorkeling and banana rides. You can get a better discount here also if you know how to bargain. And now we are just taking a walk in this fresh water sea. You can see the water is very clear. We are not going for sea walking. We actually cracked a good deal. The initial charge rate was 1200 baht and we managed for 600 baht. And this is the jet ski which we are in, which took us from that beach and taking us towards the point where we do the sea walking. So my friend is going for sea walking. They gave him a couple of instructions which he has to follow while he's in the water. He is here. It took him about 30 minutes. A jet ski just passed by. Now we are going back to the beach. This was the boat. It was a fun ride, and here's a person who took us to and fro from the beach. He's saying hello. So they usually ask for a tip, so we gave them 20 baht. And to the person who took my friend for sea walking, we gave them 20 baht each. So in total it took us 640 baht, and we're really happy. My friend is really happy. It's around 5 PM. We are back at Pattaya. We took a ferry. It again took us 30 baht each. Overall it was a great experience. It's a calm and quiet place. Got a ride from the beach to the ferry point. A local guy gave us a ride in his motorbike. Currently I'm standing in front of Gurudwara Shri Guru Singh Sahab Pattaya. This Gurudwara is located near the walking street. You can come here anytime, but this Gurudwara mostly closes by 7 or 8 in the evening. The place is located at some 200 meters from the Karma restaurant, which we visited last night. You can just walk to this place and offer your prayers. And one thing, before entering the Gurudwara, you have to make sure that you are carrying either a turban or a piece of cloth. You can either use your handkerchief or any other piece of cloth, whichever you are carrying. Enter the Gurudwara in full pants, like shorts are not really allowed here. It's our day 3 and we have just left our hotel. It's 12 in the afternoon. Now we are going to, please believe it or not, we booked our tickets from Klook.com. It took us some 300 baht each. From there we will move to Bangkok. We got down at Walking Street. Now we are walking towards Ripley's. It's around 400 meters from the tuk-tuk stand. And one very important thing which I discovered, we were paying the tuk-tuks 20 bahts each. Actually the price is a bit less. They even take 10 bahts per person. It's up to you. So if you give them 20, they won't deny. If you are a smoker, I should say you get some packets from your country itself, because the rates are quite high of the cigarette packets. So here we are. We have reached the Please Believe It or Not arena. This is the whole building. Next to this is Avni Resort. We have entered the mall. It's actually a mall, and on the second floor you have the Ripley's, believe it or not. And there's a Ripley's. This is the tour desk. From there I got my tickets. I showed them the online tickets and I got the hard copy of my ticket. You can see the whole area. You have this Louis Tussauds multi-12D. You have a haunted adventure. You have the Infinity Maze. You have this haunted adventure here. And that's the auditorium where we are going.
Getting the nails in is one thing. Getting them out is something else. Ouch. If you find
So we are inside Ripley's World. We are inside the auditorium. Actually, we just got the passes for the auditorium. This is the Ripley's auditorium. Now we are exiting the Ripley's auditorium. I recommend you to come and visit this place. It'll take you 1.5 to 2 hours. We have just come out of Ripley's. It's 3 p.m. There are in total 7 things what you can do inside Ripley's. We chose to do one because we are running out of time. That's why we just stick to one, just visiting auditorium. Apart from that, there are multiple games which you can play. And if you log into Klook.com, you can see a lot of packages there, so you can choose from them. We'll take a tuk-tuk to the place from where we get the Bangkok buses. Now we are moving to Bangkok. Our stay at Pattaya is over, and it was fun. It was really good. I'll share the details about our expenses in the description. It's 4:15 on the clock and we just had a lunch at another Indian restaurant called the Dosa Hut. The food was good. This place is just opposite to Ripley's, believe it or not. It costed us around 450 baht. And now we will be traveling to Bangkok. To go to the bus terminus, we are planning to take a tuk-tuk till North Pattaya. We'll see what we'll get from North Pattaya for Bangkok. We are going to Pattaya Kang, and from there we hope we can get a bus for Bangkok. For this we have taken a tuk-tuk ride to some place, I don't know where exactly, but the driver told us the Pattaya Kang is some walking distance from there. So we are just following him. Let's see. And he will charge us 10 bahts. We are now in Pattaya Kang and we are walking towards the bus station. Hopefully we'll get a bus. Well, it looks like we have landed at the wrong place. Pattaya Kang bus station doesn't have buses for Bangkok, but they do have buses for Chiang Mai. So in case if you want to go to Chiang Mai from Pattaya, then you can go to this bus stand. Now we are walking towards North Pattaya bus station, which is around 1.5 kilometers from here. Hopefully the information we collected this time is correct and we get a bus for Bangkok. We took a tuk-tuk from Pattaya Khan and came till the Terminal 21 mall. Now the bus stand is another 1.5 kilometers from here. Either we can walk or we might look for another tuk-tuk. We have just reached North Pattaya bus station and the next bus is at 5:30. The current time is 5:15. The bus will run till Ekamai station at Bangkok. The ticket cost was 119 baht. You can see the counter here. The first counter which says Ekamai. Then you get bus for Mochi, Hua Hin, Mukdahan and others. Our hotel is around 8 kilometers from Ekamai bus station. So we will figure out when we reach Ekamai. It will take us some 2 to 2.5 hours to reach. It was a night stay at Pattaya. See you at Bangkok.